Most importantly, you are drawing for yourself and your own enjoyment and for your own peace of mind or your slice of meditation or personal therapy. But however, if you keep on drawing and you keep sharing, some fun things can kind of come from it. And I'm only speaking from personal experience. I started all these projects because if I didn't, I felt like I might go a little insane. And that is why I started this, because I felt like I had to. It came from a place where it was like, I need to draw, and this is what I'm doing. After I had been consistently drawing things every single day and sharing them with people online and offline, some kind of fun stuff came from it. Different art directors contacted me and asked me to start doing illustration projects and editorial illustration projects. And at that time, I hadn't even thought about being an illustrator at all. I was still working as a graphic designer, and I was teaching at a university. And the idea of working as a freelance illustrator at first felt kind of foreign and bizarre, but I went with it and I love it. And 10 years later, I do it all the time. And this all directly came from me having this need to draw my credit card statements and to draw the really common everyday items that I buy and that we all buy basically, and sharing that slice of my weird world with other people. I started getting more jobs based on just my handwriting. And so this was a series of stationery products that I did for Knock Knock that are just like what to eat. And then basically you list out what you're going to eat, or a shopping list of all the things that we're out of. And I worked with them for several years on just piles of stationery and Post-it notes, which was just secretly really exciting for me because I love sticky notes. But again, like that was just my lettering that evolved from, like my style of lettering evolved from me looking at receipts, drawing credit card statements, and that evolution translated into just kind of the normal way that I write now, which is this combination of copying machine-generated typography combined with my shaky hand, and that equals my typeface, essentially. And so that's something that I do and draw for other people. When I was approached by Paquetto, that are based out of LA, they were doing a line of stuff for Target, and this is essentially, this pattern right here is directly from a zine cover that I did for my daily drawings, and that was what they wanted. And so that was actually pretty wonderful because I'm like, I already made the pattern and that was for my daily drawings. And so the pattern translated here, and I was still doing my daily drawing project at the time. So when these came out, I went to Target, I purchased them, and then I drew them for my daily drawing project because, anyway, I'm weird and I like doing stuff like that. It's cyclical, it circles. So that was very satisfying. And then, again, like everyday object stuff, this is a series of tea towels that I did of just different vegetables. And it has a bunch of lettering on it too. And then this one is just everyday kitchen objects. And so that's been really fun to have that translate to surface design and to textiles. And speaking of textiles, I just did some t-shirts for Uniqlo, the clothing company Uniqlo in Japan, and another pattern that I had originally used for a zine cover, and then just some funny computer drawings of computers. And this is another pattern. I had actually ended up generating quite a few patterns from my zine cover project that I've been able to just kind of build upon. And there's another one. So yeah, the important thing is, if you want to commit yourself to doing this, it's important to keep doing it. And it's important to keep making piles of work. And it's important to keep sharing your work too, because there's good things, like there's many things that can come from sharing. One is when you tell people that you're doing this project, you're kind of holding yourself accountable. So you're going to feel that, well, I've told somebody that I'm going to be drawing every single day, so I don't want to look like I have failed if I don't do it every single day. So having like either a drawing buddy or just sharing it with people that you don't know on the internet is always a good way to keep you in that habit too. But again, it's the whole process of generating lots of material, maybe not using all of it, but like going back and looking at it and seeing patterns that emerge, themes that emerge, and it's all about thinking through making, making through thinking, making piles of work and sharing it with people, and that helps you keep that really good habit of drawing.